How are you? Cheers. Oh my goodness. Okay. I got so many things on the go, as you can imagine, and I'm really excited about next week. Although it's our transition week, I want to up the game for the people that need to go up. I want to up the game for the people that need to go up a little bit. So I'm working on the boards. They're done, but I'm working at delivering them so that we can really focus on what you need individually. So if you're needing to intensify your workouts, I got you covered. If you need to move up just a little bit, I got you covered. I got lots of choices. And next week, transition week, it's going to be a jumble anyway, so I thought I would throw it out there and then I can fine tune it over the next week so that delivery, when we start, like for real, on June 21st, I'll know exactly how it's working and I'll have your feedback, and I'll be able to guide you further about the boards. Anyways, that's for next week. This week, we've got back today, and we got glutes tomorrow, and stretch, right? So our first one here is the lat pull down. What is it, 3 times 12? I'm gonna do my first set with the band, and then I'm gonna finish up on my machine. And that's a warm up here for me. And you're really trying to focus in on those back muscles. It's not me just pulling my arms down, right? My back muscles, my shoulder blades are depressing, and I'm really feeling the engagement. I'm going to be honest with you, it's very difficult. Back is one of those muscles that it's very hard to feel it in your back because it's strong. And you're going to feel it in the weak links first, your shoulders, your biceps. But just stick with it, try and tune in, and try and imagine the muscles that are working. It's your big back muscles, and they're contracting this way to pull your arms down, all right? And that gives you that great big sweep, that python, as Trish would say. Okay, set number 2. For me, I'm going to be right here on my pull down. If you have a pull down machine, go ahead and use it. I still like the variety of throwing in the band in there. So just be aware that machines aren't end all be all, but they're nice variety. All right, slight lean back and pull with my back. And 12. Okay, so there you go with set number 2. And then I'm going to give you some options for your W, raise, rear delt fly, and wide row. If you have an adjustable bench, I want you to bring it up on an angle. And we're going to use that as support, okay? And I'll show you why. If you don't have a bench, don't worry about it, okay? Standing, slightly lean forward is going to be perfect for you too. All right, third set. Lat pull down with a band or with your machine. I'm not just pulling this with my arms, right? I'm depressing my shoulders, and then my arms follow through. And 12. Once you get that connection, there's no other feeling. But I'm going to tell you, it takes years. It does. It's just very difficult to feel that contraction there. Woo! So here comes our W raise. Now, if you're here with me, that's slightly. You're going to be supporting your torso. That's going to knock out any help that you might get from the other muscle groups or heaving it up with your torso, okay? It's harder and more precise. There's your W, raise, fly, and wide row. All right, I put a stiff leg deadlift in there for a break, all right? If you are standing or seated, W, fly, rear delt fly, and wide row. Now this is hitting all that upper back area, okay? That's good. I'm gonna start off. This is the only difficult thing. We usually have a bench in front of me to transfer weights, but we'll get through it. I have 3 of them there I could have moved. Oh, W. So this is 10, 10, 10, right? Good. And then I'm going to go with a little bit heavier for fly. And then tuck it back up in there, get comfortable. And 10, and then wide row. Good. So some of those don't feel 100% great for my shoulders, and they might not for you either. Either skip that exercise, drop the weights completely and just go through the movement without a weight. Lower the repetition scheme, lower the weight. Lots of ways to modify it, okay? And if you can't do it at all, you know, I don't know if you have a physiotherapy exercise that you can do in place of that, okay? Stiff leg deadlift. Just gonna take it to a bit of a few stretches here. My legs are sore from yesterday. Yeah. There we go. Anything else you need to attend to before you go back? If this is not comfortable, go ahead and do it without the stability of the bench, okay? Sometimes you do need a little bit of help from your body to get those up, all right? Otherwise, I find when it locks me here, it's more difficult because it's really concentrated. But the other thing is, you can get tension in other areas of your body trying to, you know, balance out this new endeavor. 10 reps. You could go 10, 8, 6. Pay attention to how you feel. And 10, little weights, little muscles, feels like, it feels tough. Rear delt fly. And then the wide row. I feel like it's a scarecrow movement. I don't know why I call it scarecrow, but that's me. 4, 5, and 10. Whew. Yeah. This, I like this stiff leg deadlift stretch to, lengthen those erector muscles. Those are the ones that take a beating, I think, for me anyways. You really get tensed up trying to help out without those weird movements we're doing with our shoulders and back. One more set. W. Fly and wide row. Good. All feels good. All right. You're modifying weights, you're modifying reps, you're modifying. This might be enough. 2 sets might have been enough. And the W. The W simply means that your arms are more in this position, and with your fly, you're out and open a little bit more. Okay? And then the fine tuning for that is going to come individually when you really start focusing in on the movement and the ability of your shoulders to complete the movement. Lately I've been trying to turn my little finger out, and it just seems to like grab a few more muscle fibers. And 10. Nice job. Almost there. I think that's it for those guys. Okay, fly. Where's my, oh, there it is. And wide row. You're at your own pace, right? Good. And, woo, baby. Oh. Yeah, if we were using any bigger weights, I would definitely put a rack in front of me so that I could lower my weights in a safe manner. You're hardly ever going to use heavy weights for any of this kind of specific delt and upper back movement, but just be aware from moving in these awkward positions, you could pull a little guy. You don't want to. So now we are on rows. I do believe we're on dumbbell row. We're going to go heavy. 8 on one side, 8 on the other. And then our good morning is 8. So that's low back. That would be nice after what we just did. Alrighty. Go backwards here. Comes down to a flat. Alright. If you don't have a bench, you might be supported on a chair or a table, on your knee. Okay. If you have low back issues, forward flex is out of the question. Use support at your forehead, on a stool, right? All kinds of options here so that you can manage a workout. Whoo, boy. Going for the big boys today. All right, 8 reps. might go a little faster today too. When you get the lower rep sets, it's quicker, but then sometimes the recovery in between sets needs to be longer. So it evens out. 6 in one, half dozen in the other. Eight and 8. And then I think what I'd like is, I'm going to use all my toys today, because I might not have access to them for a little bit. My good morning, just right there. Sometimes I like to hold that upside down. Yeah. Okay. Back to the rows. With those good mornings, we are trying to target the low back. So we want to do things that will target. Usually we're trying to protect the low back, which is, yes, you have to. But in training, in controlled movements, with weight that you know, this is the time to test it, challenge it, controlled environment. You know, the problems don't come in a gym because you know exactly what you're lifting, how you're lifting, you're thoughtful. Back problems come when you start twisting and doing stupid things out in the world. So my point is this, I'm not going to displace my hips too much. Lots of hamstrings there, okay? My back is supported, which is fine for another day. Today, we are trying to keep our hips relatively in place as we lean forward. They are going to shift. Right now, I've got a lot more work going on in my back, and I could bend those knees slightly. Good. So you people with low back issues, check with your physiotherapist, for goodness sakes. But don't be afraid of the movements. Good. 8 and 8. Good. And good morning. Knees slightly bent if you care to. I know the people, I know you guys that have the low back issues. You guys are experts, and that's what you should become, an expert on your own issue. You want to be able to consult with your physio, and you want to be able to express you know, the discomfort and your progress. You want to be able to communicate to him exactly what you've been doing in your classes here, and you know, work with him to figure out modifications or figure out which ones that you don't even go near for this period of time, okay? That's on you, you guys. We're gonna get strong. We're gonna do it smart. Eight. Last couple are difficult. You want to stay in good form. body. We're going to be one sore noodle today. And good morning. Low back, focus in, think. Don't lose your thought process on that last rep. It's usually, in my case, it's always been the last rep that I get something happening because I start thinking about the next thing. You gotta stay in your body until you're done. Band, pull apart, bang. I think that's a high rep set. Oh, all of it is. And double dumbbell row. So 15 and 15, then we'll go to 12 and 12, 10 and 10. All right? And then just a very short Tabata to revisit our chest and a little cardio. All right, let's think here. This is the question. Pick a weight that you can do 15 reps with and it's challenging. Bringing it right down. For me, bringing it right down to the 15s. And the band. Okay? There we go. Band, pull, again, we're at the upper back again, so that is, the resistance is pretty much directly across from where we want to hit in general, right? Let's go. And 15, good. Keep in mind, it's my back pulling together first, right? And then my arms follow. 15 and 15. Why did that feel like 100? That felt like 100 reps. Good stuff. We're almost there. Once again, I'm thinking ahead to our rocket launchers. What was I just thinking? Oh, that last one. By the time you do 15 and 15 reps, this tension starts really building. And then you might just start looking around with your arms, okay? Again, injuries begin to happen when you lose concentration and you just start throwing things around. Throw things around. No throwing things around. Good. 12. Okay. And 12, hardly, barely. Tension building, a lot more work on my shoulders. Stick at 10 to 11. And good. Watch your back. Low back I'm talking about. You just want to check in with everything, Everything is affected by your back muscles attach in really strange places all over the place, right? So you feel discomfort elsewhere. Try and trace it back to your work and take a stretch. Oh boy. One more set and then we've got our rocket launchers. I like these rocket launchers. They're kind of like a little horizontal bop. Anyways, we'll have to watch our shoulders again. Lots of work happened within this workout, and then going to a push-up position is going to be more, right? This is a 10-rep set. Feeling good. 10 and 10. Safe up. Clean up your workspace. Prepare, transition to a Tabata. Rocket, launcher, push up. On my knees, I would do it this way. I would just come back and I would bring it out front and push up. Okay, and I'm gonna play with this, whether I do it full, which would come back, forward and down. My shoulders are just whispering to me right now. That might not be possible. So, do what's possible. If none of it's possible, this is your chance to hit the showers, eat a great breakfast, and stretch, okay? All right, there's all kinds of levels here, and you might be at a point where you need to move ahead, or you might need to ease back. Different on different days. Here comes our Tabata. There's one over here. There's our timer. Yep, let's go. So here's your rocket launcher. Push up, push back. Push up, push back. This is even a nice mobility drill. If you don't put too much pressure on those shoulders, you can just ease through that movement. It's a thought. Rest, strategize, make your mind up for each 20-second section. What will I do next? How will I handle this? 1,000,000 miles an hour, 24/7 is not going to get you to the next level, ever. Ever. I don't care how fit you are. Progress. Here comes number 4. And this might be it for you. You could finish up with 2 minutes of Tabata and then go right into your stretches. Beautiful. A nice stretch here would be for back, would be that one that we do, drive it in and sit back. That's a really great lat stretch. I think we're going to do it anyways at the end. Beautiful. Heart rate's up a little bit. Glowing cheeks. Works for me. Let's go. Ooh, pooping out, pooping out. I think we got 2 more. Not bad. You can rest now. You could like call it quits now. It's up to you. Watch your knees too, eh? All right. I'm gonna try my last set full out. It's gonna go much slower. Oh, playing games. You always gotta play games, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, please. Be the last one. I was gonna break my teeth. That was it. Okay, I'm gonna show you, if you haven't been with us on Sundays for our strong stretch, it's brilliant, it's awesome. Back muscle is very difficult to challenge, to isolate. So what we've been doing is just kind of like that rocket launcher. I'm gonna press that hand out. That pressure will translate up to my back and my back will contract. All right, so now I'm feeling strong tightness in my upper back and I'm gonna pull my body away. This is the stretch. Now this has a lot to do with your shoulder too. There's pressure on that shoulder as you pull back. So 6 of 1. Drive your hand over a little bit further. Heel into the floor and move away. Good. And release. Gonna go to the other side. I always start straight out in front. Apply the pressure. Feel the contraction. Move away. This doesn't have to be like, like so much pressure that everything hurts. Just enough to contract that muscle group and then move away. There you go, guys. Beautiful Friday. I'll see you tomorrow for glutes. I think I did the glute board, yeah. The glute board's done. Exciting. I'll talk to you later. Have a super day. Oh, all good. Thanks for coming, you guys. See ya.